he said. I heard you the last 10 times. Relax. His shoulders hunched. I thought maybe, just one, for a minute. I know, Leroy. They're hypnotic. And you're prone to suggestion, she added silently. One of many unfortunate side effects of his years as a meat puppet soldier, being thrown into whatever corporate war needed warm bodies instead of tactical nukes, controlled remotely by people with an eye in the sky and no skin in the game. Other side effects being anxiety, nightmares, and the kind of sudden, extremely violent outbursts that turned an asset into a liability. Eva knew how those nightmares felt. She was also good at turning liabilities into assets, and Leroy was no exception. He'd been responsible for managing supply chains and tracking inventory when he was deployed. So handling smaller, less frequent cargo logistics came easily to him. She dropped the cat into the spacious, climate-controlled shipping container from whence it had escaped. It had food, water, self-cleaning litter boxes, toys, tiny hammocks, raised platforms on which to run or recline, anything a cat could want, or so the person who designed it had thought. Apparently, what a cat really wanted was freedom. 18 balls of fur sat, or splayed out, or licked their butts, most of them studiously ignoring Eva and Leroy. A few glanced up and blinked languidly, as if they had not been slinking around the ship getting into trouble only minutes earlier. This was what she got for taking on live cargo. If she weren't doing this for her former Captain Tito, and if he weren't paying better than their last 4 jobs combined, that smiling come mierda hadn't told her the critters were genetically engineered mind-controlling geniuses. It was exactly the kind of casual, not-quite lie that had made her quit his crew 7 years earlier, over her father's objections. Given that her father preferred whole-ass lies, and given that he was Tito's boss back then, his opinion had mattered as much as a fart in a hurricane. Fuck 'em both, she thought. Not for the first time. Found another one trying to get into a supply cabinet in my med bay. Pink sauntered in, holding a kitten to her chest, rubbing its face absently with one dark finger. Her dreads were tucked under a sleep cap, and her eye patch was flipped down to cover her cybernetic eye, while her organic one took in Ava's scruffy condition with a raised brow. You're looking splendid, she said. Eva examined her welt-striped arms. I look like I wrestled a needle bear. Are those real? Leroy asked. No, Pink said. Says the lady who hasn't wrestled one, Eva retorted. Pink rolled her eyes. I'll clean you up and synthesize you some allergy medicine when I'm done making my hormones. How many cats left? Just one. Leroy paused for dramatic effect. The leader. Cats don't have leaders, honey, Pink said. Tell that to the leader. Pink may have been right, but Eva knew who Leroy meant. The one who kept busting everyone out was the smallest cat, a calico with mottled brown and black fur, with patches of orange and hazel eyes that looked like they had seen some shit. They probably had. She didn't know what it took to make the kittens more intelligent, but she doubted it was nice. Viva la revolución, Eva said. But not on my ship. Min, can you pinpoint its location? No response. Min, can you hear me? The silence grabbed her stomach and slid it up to her throat. Bridge. Help. Her comlink pinged, the limitations of the mind-to-mind communication feature more frustrating than usual at the moment. It was Vakar, who for some reason made the cats nervous. Maybe it was the Quenian's pangolin-like skin, or his twitchy face palp things, or the fact that his smell changed to match his mood.